He's still Pelle Rothstein. He got his family with him still. And he's still getting that motherfucking bread.
What up, yo? Pelle Rothstein Show. It's tournament edition. You got Cash, Sosa, the homie OG Rick Bobby Johnson and this motherfucker.
What's that?
But yeah, man. First things first, man. Louisville got an 8 seed, man. Like, how do y'all feel about that shit, man? I feel like if we would have won, if we would have beat Duke, we would have got a 6. Okay, we lose 7. And
that's what it's all about, I think.
I don't know, but like 8, I just feel 8 was too high. But we at home with it, so
I'm a little taken back that Clemson, we beat them in the tournament. Beat them in the regular season, if I'm not believing.
Yeah, we beat them twice.
You know, record-wise, I don't think we that far off. I mean,
it was a Duke.
Like our records are comparable, so for them to get a 5 seed and us get an 8, it's a little.
Yeah, I ain't understand that. I ain't feeling that.
You know,
I'm feeling you on that.
5 seed.
I was thinking 4
or 5 seed.
I feel like a 4 seed. I feel like Louisville should have been a 4 seed because the quad wins that y'all have, and like
I mean Clemson especially.
I don't think we had enough. I don't think we had enough like quad 1 wins. That might have been what it was.
I think I feel you, but
and then our conference wasn't as strong as it was. Maybe that's why the seed wasn't the best, and we was.
But what did Clemson do to get a 5?
Yeah, you for sure.
Duke at one time.
Then y'all beat Duke too.
No, we didn't beat Duke
twice.
But we made it to the championship against them.
Yeah.
In the
But you know they can't get it right every time.
We finished second in the ACC, though, didn't we? In the standings.
Yeah. That was number 2. That's why y'all should at least had a 5.
Man, then we made it to the championship.
Yeah, that's worthy of a 5.
Okay, so we done peaked these brackets. Everybody done peaked these brackets. Who is a team that y'all think is like a sleeper team? Who's your sleeper in this tournament?
I like Drake as a sleeper team.
Drake is a sleeper team to win.
Yeah, they can get to the Final Four.
I mean, I like BYU. I don't know about winning a championship, but they look like a team that can put a little run together. Sweet 16, maybe, possible Final 8.
I don't know if you would call them a sleeper team, but I think you gotta be careful with Rick Pitino's team.
I mean, yeah, St. John's,
maybe not quite national champion, but I think they could maybe derail some teams on the way.
On the way.
My sleeper's coming from over on that side, but it's coming from the west. And my sleeper's Memphis. I think Memphis can make a little noise.
I was looking at that first round. You don't have Memphis coming in the first round? I was just looking at that matchup, bro.
Get knocked off.
Colorado State.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers. Memphis got the momentum right now. I think
they don't play nobody.
They do play.
I think they can win a few games in the tournament. I really believe they.
What conference are they in? The AAC or something. They're not playing nobody.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still Penny. Penny got to be having his guys going.
But that's a possible upset.
Still down there.
I mean,
he's still the coach.
Might knock Memphis off.
Yeah, I could see it happening. Memphis might be a little bit more athletic. So
New Mexico
State. St. John's though.
I tell you what.
What about New Mexico State? What y'all think about New Mexico State? New Mexico, Rick's son.
Yeah, he might get a game or two in there, but everybody's on the Rick Pitino thing, and I hope he does well, but I'm kind of salty, man, because I just feel like I just ain't feeling Rick because when Arkansas was playing Kentucky, he get on there like he's the ambassador for Kentucky. Y'all go out there and give Calipari a standing ovation and all this shit. Like,
Man, Rick's the ambassador of college basketball.
I'm just.
Rick,
I just wasn't feeling that shit, man. As a Louisville fan, it looked like he was. I know he ain't kissing no ass, but it just looked like he was kissing Kentucky's ass and shit. And I just didn't understand it, but
I mean, hey, you know he ain't fucking with us.
I mean,
yeah, he definitely ain't fucking with us.
He ain't coming back to Louisville to give no more.
Just saying.
We know that.
like,
But speaking of Rick Pitino, it's possible that he can match up with Louisville, his son, and even possibly Kentucky in the championship or whatever, man. I think that's kind
it's
of
possible that he could lose in the second round.
yeah. I think that's a cool little storyline.
Great storyline.
That's gonna be the storyline throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, I ain't heard it.
New Mexico.
This storyline is gonna get cut short, bro.
What you say,
Man, you know.
I'm telling you,
He's
Rick's
a guy, guy.
second round, he's up out her.
Coach Cal don't.
I mean, but I guess I'm just looking at it as where was St. John's a year or two before, you know.
Before Rick got there.
Yeah, he
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
So coaching plays a factor.
I got him in a Final Four or two in a few of my brackets, but
find a way. Maybe Florida knock him off of it.
Yeah,
The second round, and you know, if Arkansas get past Arkansas get past Kansas,
Mm-hmm.
you know, knock Rick off, bro.
I mean,
telling you.
shit, Kansas might not even win first round.
Yeah, they playing Arkansas.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
That's a
with that, for
possible
sure.
thing that can happen.
speaking of Final Four, who are y'all Final Fours? Who are y'all Final Four teams in this tournament? And who do y'all like to win the championship? Start with you, Cash Money.
I got Auburn, Florida, Duke. That's kind of hard on this down here in this Midwest. Probably Houston with Florida beating Duke in the championship. I got Florida winning it all, beating Duke in the championship.
How about you, Rick?
I'm gonna go with you with Houston. I'm gonna go with you with Houston for the Midwest. I got a feeling Alabama's gonna come out of that East region. But I think they'll have to get past Duke to do it. I'm skeptical. I can see Duke winning that region, but I'm skeptical because I don't know if that dude's ankle.
Oh, but yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right about that.
And they about to go into playing some real tough ball. You know what I mean? South, let's see. South region, I probably would go with Auburn out of that region as well. Of course, I'd love to see Louisville. I'd love to see Louisville come in. But I'd like to see Auburn. West, I tell you what, I want to say Kansas might go on a run. It's tournament time. They gotta coach this proven in the tournament. So I'm gonna go with Kansas coming out of the West.
How about you, Sosa? Who's your champion? Who's your champion, though?
I'm gonna go Alabama. I'm gonna go Alabama, Kansas with Alabama winning it all.
Interesting. How about you, Sosa?
I like Auburn. Man, this West region is tough for me, but I like Auburn to come out of their region. This West region, man, Florida. Then you got Memphis that I think is gonna make a run. I really do. I think Memphis is gonna make a run.
The Final Four run.
Nah, I don't know, but they could. But you know, I like Arkansas to make a run. I like Cal, just cause you know. Yeah.
So you got Kentucky in the Midwest for sure.
I got Kentucky in the Midwest for sure.
And what about the East?
You know what? For real, what's his name? Caleb Love. Arizona. I picked them as national champions.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Arizona.
Okay.
I mean, man, they do.
How many teams got from the SEC got in this tournament? 14?
Man,
14.
Yeah, that's crazy. You might as well put the whole goddamn conference in that motherfucker.
They got 16 teams in the conference.
Yeah.
14 of them. Yeah. Is that a record? I mean, has that happened before in the conference?
That's a record, bro.
That's you know. I pray that the selection committee is full of people who are smarter than I am. But damn, 14 teams out of a conference.
Hey, bro,
And I can't I can't okay, so let's do this real quick. How many of those teams deserve to be in there that we can actually really say? Auburn, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida,
Alabama.
And
who else is in there in that conference? Mississippi State. What was their record?
Ole Miss, Texas A&M.
Texas.
Man, some of these teams got 6 and 7 wins in conference play.
You get what I'm saying? So, realistically, I only see 5 teams out of the SEC.
I mean, maybe 6 or 7.
I would say about 8 to 10.
You know, Texas A&M, okay, but
I mean, 8 to 10
they gotta look at the
down
top.
there half your conference though.
But I mean, they ran basketball this year. To be honest,
they did. The SEC ran basketball this season.
it's a few.
But a lot
So
of
y'all don't think there's been a conference that has had, well, I guess with the new realignment and shit, that allows for more teams out of the SEC, because I feel like there's been the ACC, Big East. Those are I feel like those conferences definitely could have put over 50% of their conference teams in the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, I think people wanna see these teams.
I mean, because it's money. Look at all those
Their fan base and everything.
Look at all those.
I feel like they got it right for the most part. They ain't really.
They ain't get it right with 14 teams.
Yeah, not with 14.
I mean, they got the main thing. Everybody should have got in for the most part. Got in.
I mean, but you gotta look at this though. Man, I feel like a lot of those lower level SEC teams got rewarded for losing to good teams. You feel me?
To the top 5 teams.
To the top 5 or 6 teams. You feel me? Because you made good games.
I mean, if we go and look at
game or something,
if we
y'all
go
basically got rewarded for losing.
How do you feel about
this conference was good?
This,
so y'all, that's why y'all like, come on.
Kansas and Arkansas. How do you feel about that, Rick?
So I got Kansas actually going all the way. I don't know, call it a hunch or something. I don't know, but Arkansas is a good team. They've got some talent down there. Arkansas might be one of them teams that deserves to be in.
Yeah.
I think they one of those SEC teams that deserve to be in. So, but yeah, I like Kansas.
They got some good wins and some good times.
They won 20 games in the SEC. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. You can. I mean, they lost 13.
Do you think they are gonna beat Arkansas, Kansas?
I mean, they should, But Kansas is just one of them teams that's on my
They stay losing on the first
my
day.
radar.
First weekend, they stay fucking up.
Iffy.
They ain't about to beat them.
They iffy, man. Kansas is just one of them iffy teams.
You like Arkansas?
Yeah, for sure.
I like Kansas on this one. Another one I want to run by y'all real quick before we get up out of here.
What's up?
The Oregon and Liberty. What do y'all think about that? The 5 seed and the 12. 12 seed always beat a 5. McNeese might beat Clemson.
I don't think that's the 12 that's gonna beat the 5.
McNeese over Clemson maybe.
I don't see that happening either.
UC
But I
San Diego
got
over Michigan.
I mean, I can see-
Colorado State over
And I can
Memphis.
see Colorado State beat Memphis. I can see
I
that.
like Memphis, man. I think Memphis is gonna make some noise through this tournament. I do. I think
They
they're
can
gonna
make
beat
it out.
games.
They can make it out of the weekend.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be big for a lot of these teams. They just
UCLA and Utah State.
got UCLA and Utah State.
I like Prom.
I
A lot of people like Utah State.
I like UCLA.
A lot of people are talking Utah State, but I like Prom in this one.
I like UCLA.
I ain't watched them all this.
Gonzaga against Georgia.
I mean, shit, the way that they acting like the SEC shit. I mean,
The SEC.
is it a question? I mean, I'm just saying, but
I like
Damn.
Let's take a look at this bracket and break down these regions.
What's up? This is Cash from the Rothstein Show, here to break down the South bracket in the NCAA Tournament 2025. Let's get into it. First of all, not a lot to say about the first game, Auburn. I got Auburn to win that game, no matter who they play in the play-in game for the 16th seed. Okay, we got Louisville, Creighton. Of course, I'm gonna take Louisville, but it's gonna be a battle. We just have to play good defense. We have the defensive player of the year in Chucky. And Smith, our three-point shooter, he's averaging 3.5 threes a game. So we can get him back and hitting threes and put some pressure on Creighton, because Creighton can't shoot the three. Then I feel like we got a good chance of winning that game. We got Michigan and UC San Diego. Michigan suspect, but I feel like they might at least be able to get past one round. It's going to be difficult for them to get past the second round because they can't shoot the three very well and they turn the ball over a lot. So I'm going to take Michigan, but I don't think they're going too far. Next, we got Texas A&M and Yale. I'm going with Texas A&M in this game. Both teams rebound the ball pretty well. But Texas A&M struggles to defend the three-point line. So if Yale can hit some threes, they stay in the game, I feel like it'll be a closer game, but I got Texas A&M. Then we got Ole Miss. They playing the play-in game for the 11th seed. I feel like if North Carolina can win that play-in game, they just had too much talent, I believe, than Ole Miss. So I feel like UNC probably can knock off Ole Miss. Then we got Iowa State and Lincoln. I feel like Iowa State probably win that game. And then the most intriguing matchup in this bracket, I feel like it'll be Marquette and New Mexico. Marquette has good star power, and Cam Jones, he can score the ball. Sometimes he's streaky three-point shooter. But it's going to be a tough matchup. But I feel like if New Mexico can just do what they normally do, as far as defending under the rim and defending on the perimeter, they're going to win that game. So I'll take New Mexico in that game. The next game, Michigan State versus Bryant. I'm taking Michigan State. Tom Izzo, his resume in the tournament is one of the best tournament coaches. So I'm going to take Michigan State in that game. And that's the breakdown of the South region.
How y'all doing? This is Rick Watkins for the Pelle Rothstein Show. I'm gonna break down the East region of the brackets. So we're gonna start with Duke. Obviously, they're a 1 seed. They're gonna be playing the play-in. Easy to say that's probably an easy win for Duke. So we're gonna say they're gonna go ahead and advance. Next game we're gonna go to is the Mississippi State Baylor game. Now Mississippi State is a great scoring team. They have a little trouble defending the three, which can be a problem in basketball today, as we know. But we'll see. Baylor, very good fast break team, very athletic, very good offensive rebounding wise. They do struggle against teams that shoot the three, so you can see how that paradox kind of comes with Mississippi State, not really being able to defend the three, and Baylor not really being a team that does well against teams that shoot the three. Next game we're gonna go to is Oregon and Liberty. I haven't watched much of Oregon. Obviously, they out on the West Coast, so their games are a little late. But I can say that they're balanced on both sides of the ball. Rebounding, pretty solid, well-rounded team. I can see them advancing against Liberty. Although Liberty did have a big win, if I'm not mistaken, against UConn, was it? Yeah, against UConn. But we'll see. We'll see how that game goes. Next game we'll go to Arizona-Akron. Arizona, again, that's another very athletic team. They have a couple of two-way players. Good defending the ball, good rebounding, good shooting. Akron, obviously, that's one of those teams that probably made it in because they won their conference. But nevertheless, it's March Madness. A lot of Cinderella stories out there. They are a deep team, however, and they average right around 11 made threes a game. So I mean, they do have the ability to put up some scoring and some offense. BYU, VCU, I believe, yeah. So BYU, they are a team coming into the tournament that's kind of been on a roll. That's one of the things that you really want to kind of accomplish going into March Madness, is just kind of getting your team into a flow. So that's a good thing. They do take and make a lot of threes again. So in this style of basketball, it's one of the ways you win, is taking and making a lot of the threes. VCU does have 4 seniors, and they're big underneath the rim, very well rebounding. So, again, that's one of those games that could very well go either way. Me personally, I think BYU will probably pull it out. All right, we got Wisconsin and Montana. Wisconsin, experienced team. They've always been a pretty well-rounded team, even from years ago. Very good at scoring the ball multiple ways, 3-point shooting, inside, outside game. And they are a great free throw shooting team. And again, the little things matter when it comes to March Madness. So being able to make those free throws could obviously be something that can set them over the edge. Montana actually is shooting over 40% from the 3-point line. Again, shooting the 3 ball, being able to make the 3 ball, very, very important. One of the things about Montana I think is going to hurt them is they are a little bit undersized. We've got St. Mary's and Vandy. St. Mary's, pretty good team. Kind of slow, kind of traditional. Maybe not really a run and gun, shooting a lot of threes, So again, that can work into their advantage. Vandy, another good team. They had some tough games through the SEC this year. They do foul a lot, so we'll see how that affects them, down the stretch in games if they continue to have players available. Last game we got, I believe, is Alabama versus Robert Morris. Alabama's obviously been one of the top teams this year. They've got very, very good guard play, athletic guard play. Robert Morris, I think, is just going to be very, very, very outmatched in this game. Again, however, like I said, it's March Madness. You never know. I know Alabama, if I'm not mistaken, just came off a loss in the SEC. So we'll see how that goes. But broke down the East for you. Tune in a little bit. We'll have a little bit more information for you. Broader scope of the tournament to come.
What's good, y'all? It's Rob Sosa. I got the West region right here for y'all. Number 1, Florida, Norfolk State. You know I like Florida. They should run away with that one. UConn and Oklahoma, that's a tough one, but UConn should pull that one off. Memphis, Colorado State, that's a toss-up because, man, Colorado State is tough. But I like Memphis in that one. Maryland, Grand Canyon, I like Maryland. They should pull that one off. Missouri and Drake, it's an upset. I like Drake to pull off the upset. Drake. I like Drake. Yeah. Texas Tech, UNC, Wilmington, Texas Tech, they should get that one. Then we got Arkansas and Kansas. You know I like Cal. We're going to pull that out. For the second round matchup, it's going to be St. John's and Arkansas. Because St. John's is going to beat Omaha. They're going to spank them. So, yeah.
Hey guys, Pelle Rothstein here for the Midwest region. I got Houston over SIU Edwardsville, Gonzaga over Georgia. I like McNeese to upset Clemson, Purdue over High Point. I also like Illinois over Texas or Xavier. It don't really matter. Kentucky over Troy, UCLA over Utah State, because I'm not going against Cronin, and Tennessee over Wofford. And that's the breakdown for the Midwest region. Hey, and before we get up out of here, I'm going to give you my final 4. I like Louisville to represent the South, Maryland to represent the West, Houston to represent the Midwest, and Alabama to represent the East. For the championship, I'm taking Louisville to beat Houston. Pelle Rothstein Show. See you next round.